Hello, welcome back. You're gonna possibly see my dog, and you're definitely gonna hear noises because my dog's playing with her toy right now. And yeah, so I was editing part one of the Konmari books for my stuff, and it was getting really long. So I decided to make a part two, and this is it. Thank you so much for watching me. If you have not seen part one, you can watch it. I'll leave the link down below. And yeah, enjoy. Alrighty, so right now my iMac is still doing its stuff, so you'll probably hear it go off in a moment. My phone is up to date, it's just waiting on my iMac so it can be synced. My iPad is not up to date because it's out of room, so I can't do anything until my iMac is done because that's where it's synced to. So yeah, so I decided to go on my MacBook Pro and show you my books. So I can go ahead and get that out of the way because the MacBook Pro is up to date. So hold on one second, I'm gonna move the computer closer to me. Sorry if that was loud. Alright, so ignore this book because it has the download symbol. I have to go in and delete it from the actual Apple Store ID thing, which I could show you how to do. This is my iBooks, and then behind it I have my Kindle books. And we're just going to go through. So ignoring that one, I have Spark Joy and the Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, which are both the books that I'm using for this process, and they are wonderful books. I highly recommend them. I recommend both of them actually. This one does more in depth and then some additional tips and techniques kind of things that aren't in here, and I really love it for that. So I'm keeping those. Gray and the 50 Shades of Grey series, I'm keeping those because I still reread them. In fact, I just got done rereading them here recently. The Master Your Metabolism I am currently reading right now, and then I'm going to read the cookbook that I have that you guys saw last night, or saw earlier in the footage here, but for me it was last night. And then I have the Hip Girl's Guide to Homemaking as well as Guide to the Kitchen. I've read the homemaking one and I love it. There's a few different types of these books. Like there's the Hip Girl's Guide, and then there's trying to think of what it's called, the Modern Girl's Guide, and then there's also like this country on yeah, this one right here. It just depends on your style. If you're more of like a city type girl, I suggest the Modern Girl guys. If you're more of like suburban slash some rural or hippie kind of thing, I definitely suggest these ones. These three actually. And then if you're like strictly a country girl slash living like kind of off grid, I highly recommend this one too. I love these two that I read, and I'm about to read this one as soon as I'm done with this book, because I can only read so many books at once. So I'm keeping all three of these. They're really good. Excuse me, I just burped a little bit. The Tiny Buddha's Guide to Loving Yourself. I'm about to read that. As you can see, it still says new on my thing, so I'm keeping that. The Bus DIY Guide to Life. I also want to read that one, so I'm keeping that. Getting Things Done by David Allen. I love this book. I have the first one here in digital form, and then I have the other two in the physical ones. How to Win Friends and Influence People is another fabulous book, especially if you're into business or sales or marketing. That's a good book. It's good in general because there's ways that you can put it in like everyday life, but I do love that one. Same with The One Thing. It's a productivity type book and it's also fabulous. I combine that with the Getting Things Done. It's amazing. Blink. This is an interesting book for me. It was definitely thought-provoking. It is how to make decisions faster, pretty much, and I thought that was a good book. The Think and Grow Rich guide, if you will, that was a pretty good one. I know I'll read that one again. A Law of Success. I wanted to read it, I really did, but I don't think I'm going to, so I'm going to get rid of that one. So, and then I have to go back into iTunes and do that. But The Art of War, I really want to read. Grimm's Fairy Tales, I love Grimm Fairy Tales, I really do, and I've read them before, and so I got 2 versions here because I don't know, because they're from the different Grimm brothers, I don't know if they're the same, or if one of them has some of the tales and the other one has other tales. So I'm gonna need to read through those and find out. So I'm keeping them for now. But if they are the same, then I'm just gonna keep one. The Works of Edgar Allan Poe, Volume 1. Edgar Allan Poe is my favorite poet of all time, and I want to get Volume 2 as well. It's just Volume 1 was free, so that's a keeper. Time Machine, I've kind of already talked about this when I was talking about my physical books. It's one of my favorites, so I wanted a copy, and this one happened to be free, so I got it. That's why I said it's new. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, also a classic to me, so I wanted to get it while it was free. And Great Expectations is also a fabulous book. It's one of my my favorite books of all times. And I also really love Tale of Two Cities as well. But so I'm keeping those. But that was pretty easy. Yeah, it won't let me delete it off there. So, how you get books like this from reappearing all the time if you have iBooks. You go into either iTunes or the iBook store for either one once it loads. And then you go over to the side where it has your account stuff and you click Purchased. Okay. And this will show all the ones not in your library. And ta-da! It is now gone forever and ever and ever. So yeah, I'm just double checking that that other book is actually gone. It looks like it is. I think they changed it recently where you can actually delete the books, but it used to be you couldn't until you went through your purchased. But there's that. There we go. That one's all gone. Then my Kindle. Or Kindle, sorry, not Kindle. These ones, I've gotten a majority of these ones for free. I can already tell you that. If it's anything to do with Buddhism, I'm keeping it for sure. So this one, definitely keeping. The Aromatherapy and Essential Oils Handbook. When I first saw this, I thought it was the same book that I have like in a physical form, and I'm like, oh, well, I could get rid of that. It's not. It's from a different person. It has a different look. I have yet to read this one, so I don't know how it compares. So I'm gonna read it and see. So I'm gonna keep it for now. And then Bit Literacy. I think I'm gonna get rid of that one actually. Remove from list. There it is. Okay. I'm like, how do you remove it? Okay. Buddhism one, keeping. Buddhism, keeping. Clean Food Diet. This one I actually do want to read, because I am trying to get into more cleaner eating and healthier body type of thing. So I want to read that one. This one I have read and it was nothing new to me, so I'm going to get rid of it. The Essence of Buddhism. Yeah. Okay. The Essence of Buddhism Keeping for sure. Essential oils and aromatherapy for beginners. I'm actually partway through that one. So it's decent so far. There are some tips that's not in my big master book that I have in the physical sense, so that's nice. But I'm going to continue and then decide once I'm done. This one for like soaps and things like that. I do. Well, no, because I could find the info very easily, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And there's some recipes already in my master book and the other book that I'm currently reading. This one's Buddhism, another one, Buddhism. Ooh, these ones. Okay, so the Lazy Girl guides, I actually really like. I use some of the things from the skincare, like the dry shampoo I use all the time, and it's fabulous because it's impossible for me to find a dry shampoo that's cruelty-free, that's in stores. And so there was this recipe to make it really, really easy, really, really cheap, and definitely cruelty-free. So, love it. And then these ones are really good too. But I just love the dry shampoo. And the Buddhism, this one goes along with the Buddhism. These three are Buddhism. Pardon my language, but it is the name of the book. The Rich Bitch Guides to Love and Money. I have not read yet. I do want to read that one. This one I have read and I love it, and I'm going to buy a copy of it for my daughter when she gets old enough. And if I have any more female children, then they are definitely getting a copy as well. So the Taking Charge of Your Fertility, I follow natural family planning, or what's the name of the other method? I can't think of it. Basically it's a form of natural family planning, and I love it. It's so informative. It's so like detailed, and you don't need birth control, and it's fabulous. Which I'm gonna do a whole video on natural family planning. So Vision to Reality. I'm gonna get rid of that one. That one's not. I don't have that urge to read it right now, so get rid of it. Work smarter, not harder. Get rid of that one too. Like if I'm looking at it and I don't want to pick it up and start reading it right away, I'm gonna get rid of it. And if I refresh, it should get rid of those ones. Oh, whoa, that one popped up. Okay, yes, I do want to read that one. Do I have multiple pages? Is that what's going on? What? Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to read this. I love drinking this. I'm looking into making it. So that one's definitely, whoa, my book just fell. Definitely looking into read that. Oh, here's another one. Yes, I want to read that one. That's weird that not all of them showed up. Yeah, but here's an, oh my god, there's so much more now. Why did they not all show up before? Okay, yes, this is for freezing and things like that, so definitely want that one. This one I've been wanting to read this for a while, but I just recently bought it. So is that. Is that all my books? Yeah. Okay, so read one, yes. reading one currently. Let's look at Hope to Read, and hopefully all of them are on there. Ouch. As I hit my knee. Okay. So I'm just trying to make sure I got all of them. So okay, so yeah, that should be all of them. Class 21. I just counted really quickly. I can look at all books. Oh yeah, these are all the ones that I had definitely gotten rid of already. Yep, got rid of that one. Because I did read this one, it was not what I thought it was. It popped up under Buddhism and it's not like at all. All these patterns I can look up online very easily. So I've gotten rid of those books just because of that reason. Yeah, I have a hard time reading yoga poses, so I want to see like an actual video of it happening, kind of a thing. If I go back, are they still there? Oh, this is the one I bought. So I have read that one. It's a really good book. I'm like, why does that look so familiar? It's literally the one in my hands right now. You see? Like, that's the other one and that one. They're not quite the same. Get rid of granny squares. Men crafts. No, thank you. Oh yeah, get rid of that one. Oh wait, no, not get rid of that one. That's not what I thought it was. Undo, undo. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Refresh. Okay, so apparently there's still more. How is there still more? Okay, hold on. What did I hit? Get rid of that one. Okay, yeah. That should be right now. So I had 21 that I was hoping to read. I still have a lot of books to be read, but quite a bit of these ones are Buddhism ones, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, there we go. Now I'm finally done. Got rid of quite a bit just in that. Alrighty. And that's all of my digital books, people. Next, we will go on to my daughter's books. So, see you in a moment. Okay, we're gonna try this again without the squeaky dog toy. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my daughter's and the daycare's bookcase. Yeah, some things are gonna change because I'm going to get another little container so I can put this stuff in it. But until then, I'm working with this. So have a little bit more room here, which is kind of nice. That used to be like jam-packed, so that's pretty nice. I do want to mention I do go to the library and get additional books to either help with my lessons for the week or just for fun to read. Yeah, so we do have those, and those I normally keep right here, so I know exactly where they're at. And yeah. Alright, and that is all of my books all done. Can you believe that? I got rid of like more than I thought I did, because I definitely didn't think I'll get rid of any more than like one. So I'm quite pleased with that. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please remember this is not the first time I've done Konmari. The first time I got rid of a lot more books. This time was more to fine tune to what I really love, and more of a minimalist approach on that. I know going true minimalist, I would get rid of them all, but I do have things I really love that I use, that I don't feel like going to the library every time I want to read it, kind of a thing. Things of that nature. And then some of them are sentimental to me, like the Scottish books. I can't go without those, I'm sorry. I probably could have been like dire need kind of thing, but I don't want to go without them. How about that? So the next category is paper. I have so much paper. Not only do I have the actual papers, like the physical papers, which isn't too terribly bad compared to the first round, but I also have like all my digital files, and I also use Evernote and Dropbox. Yeah. And I think I'm going to do emails in that too. Yeah. I'm in a world of hurt right now, that's for sure. I'm kind of dreading this next category, but it needs to get done, and I will do it. So that would be the next Konmari video. I do plan on doing some videos in between as well, so it's not just straight Konmari, because then I'll have like long spans where you don't see videos for Konmari, or videos at all if I did that. So I do have a few videos planned out. I have one more minimalist, well actually I have two more minimalist type videos that I want to put out in the meantime of these videos. I have kind of my update video that's coming up. I already started filming on that. I just need to finish editing, and then that should be good to go. And I also want to start to cover like cloth diapers, and I'm really excited about that. So I love cloth diapers. I love a lot of things. Let's just say that. So and I want to start a brand new Stardew Valley farm and do a let's play. About to say playthrough, which is kind of the same thing, but I want to do that because I want to have the nerdy side of me be in this too. So I'm really excited about that. I just need to make sure all the equipment is working the way it should be, and then I should be good to go. So yay. With that, thank you very much for watching this. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more from my channel, definitely subscribe so you can see the next one. Paper is going to be a doozy, that's for sure. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.